Hello everybody. Welcome to UNH Varsity Overwatch. Joined here with my fellow co-commentator Plute.
Of course, be a good one today. Gonna have UNH first, the WPI goats. You see quick lock-ins here. Big Warrior gonna be on tank, Blackout. DPS, of course. Dine making an appearance as a second DPS with Knight and Clover rounding out the supports.
Big Warrior very comfortable in the Zarya, and this pick just keeps getting better and better. They really want her to be good, and he'll play it if that's what it takes.
See a couple of good bubbles, hopefully.
Oh, for sure. Blackout's on his signature Sojourn, and Dine will probably be on his Genji, just getting a teleport out to get to point quicker. I do like the Alari, something that Knight's been experimenting with. He's always had a good one, but putting him on the Kiri to kind of supplement that. He's usually a Lucio player, but probably not enough heals. Here we go against the Queen. No, it was Zarya.
That'd be a fun matchup. Would have been fun to see another Drunker Queen making an appearance, but we'll see a bit of a mirror matchup here instead. Looks like both teams want to go for the big fight here in the center instead of trying to wrap around onto the point. See that Genji in the back there trying to get active. Reaper may make an appearance as Sojourn first to go down. Blackout falling to the Wu Yang.
You know, it's all about who has more bubbles than the other, because there's the risk of war that Zarya needs her charge. To get charged, she needs to have damage done to her bubbles. But if you're down a bubble and the enemy Zarya starts walking on you in the mirror, then you just kind of get run over.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how Big Warrior can handle this mirror matchup. Seem critical right now. WPI did manage to capture the point. Gonna be racking up some percentage here. Over in the corner there, that Reaper causing some issues. Does find a kill. Takes down Knight and then takes down the Reaper, or the Genji. My mistake.
Seems that Knight and Dine are trying to take this left side mega health pack. But keep getting forced out by the Reaper. Zarya can quickly send over a bubble, and then a Reaper with a bubble is kind of unstoppable.
Oh yeah, especially if he starts getting that Death Blossom charged up early. There's a quick grab though from Big Warrior. Does end up finding the kill on the Kiriko. Dine comes in on the Wu Yang. The Freya in the meantime uses ultimate to find a kill of her own. Taking down Dine, not allowing him to get that swift strike reset.
Still up one. UNH pushes on to the point. Get the cap.
Good bubble there the moment he saw that Reaper TP.
Oh, they grab right back.
Freya does end up finding a kill on the Kiriko now. Big Warrior down to support, but ooh. Blackout quickly ripping his ultimate as the Wu Yang ultimate. Kitsune Rush also come out here. See if Blackout can't shut it down as Knight finds one and give Big Warrior one as well. Dine now gonna jump in on the fight, gives him one. Knight finds another as he goes down to the Freya. Looks like a bit of a trade there for the team kill to go in the favor of UNH.
Now that's a huge team fight win. Multiple big ultimates invested from WPI, Grav, the Wu Yang, and the Kiri all gonna go down just for them to lose the point anyway. Hopefully UNH can use this pressure here and hold up with the choke to get a nice team fight win with the Kiriko ult rushing in.
Shredding that bubble down. Good Suzu there, keeping Dine in the fight. Freya on the side there does manage to take down the turret. Big Warrior taking a little bit of damage there, able to bubble out safely.
Just a crisp fight win, you know, we take those. Each percent we get takes up. Dine almost getting taken down by the Freya, getting forced out by multiple players. UNH is gonna take a little bit of time to recuperate. Kiriko
the Reaper
Blossom
finds 3 now. Big Warrior trying to stay on point, trying to delay as long as he can. He ends up going down as well there. Looks like Dine wants to go in and die as well. Did not get staggered too hard.
They've got time, but it's really just one fight. We've got a Blade and a Dream coming up for UNH here.
Looks like they had a second ultimate pretty close there. Might have been that grab coming back online. Could be a big play.
Farming.
Blade grab could be a pretty good combo here. If they can get those bubbles out early, that'd be really big.
Who's our touch? Someone did
Looks
make
like
it.
Dine. Clover gonna go down to the Zarya in the meantime. Dine on the point, trying to stay alive as long as he can. Freya's gonna go down to Blackout as Dine goes down to the Reaper. Big Warrior does get on the point, throws out the grab. Blackout picks up a kill off of it, dips back to try to get some help there. The Alawi doing some good work there. The turret gonna help out a little bit. Overtime starting to tick down, and UNH unable to get that touch. The Reaper just gonna bring Big Warrior down. The last possible second. They're giving WPI the first game, or the first round, sorry.
Honestly,
Of
I
the
think
first
Big
game.
Warrior's hard outperforming the enemy Zarya, but that pick on the Kiri there is just way too crucial. When you run out of heals, even if you get that 5-man grab, it just won't matter because you'll just have to bleed out in the end.
The grabs have been looking really strong out of Big Warrior too, so that's something they can definitely look to play a lot more for.
He's just beaming people. He's farming damage. His team just needs to be alive around him, and then the game's over.
But yeah, especially if they could get a blade co-op there with that grab, that would have been huge, but unfortunately just unable to get it together. You see this quick sim TP.
Still on the Freya, on the Wuyang. They have a lot of poke, and that Reaper they got up close to take care of business on the side of WPI. Let's see if we can do any adjustments. Still just boxing each other out on the bridge. Seems we're winning
some
that
good
trade.
damage there, making sure that Freya doesn't take down the backline too quickly. Juno speed boost helping keep the Kiriko alive a little bit better, but does end up taking out the Juno. Freya gets that first blood there.
It's just so rough.
Yeah, Big Warrior
Every
quickly to
time we're
fall
down.
as well. Looks like Dying's gonna go down to that Zarya.
Just a quick reset we'll have to do.
Knight very low, trying to get back, managed to get the TP onto Blackout to stay alive. That Freya has been causing all sorts of issues for UNH here early.
See what Chris can do with a nice rail, if he can find anything. It's at least pressure to walk up. You never want to peek.
Sojourn to fully charged rail might be one of the scariest things to walk up on.
Oh yeah. Monclover on the Juno, probably looking for a quick ring out here any moment now to try and get some aggressive pressure. Zarya
Good
walking
damage
forward
there.
with these bubbles, and we're
Ooh,
dead.
the Freya picks up two though, both Dying and Knight gonna fall. It's just gonna try to back out here. That Freya flying up high, doing some pretty good damage. Definitely gonna have ultimate if they haven't already used it.
Hopefully Big Warrior can keep his charge up and then take the next fight early, but we're not even really close with these support ultimates because we just keep getting picked so early on. I expect WPI probably has an advantage in that regard. Might snowball the game.
Yeah, it's been hard for UNH to get their dive champion onto that Freya. Speaking of,
What?
the swap to Reaper, Dying gets knocked off by the Freya or the Zarya somehow. Meanwhile, their Freya picks up another double kill. Blackout the Kitsune Rush does end up getting one of his own, but the rest of the unit just quickly fall now. WPI gonna be up to 75% on the point. UNH hit to have a touch.
And they do have some ultimates, so they can win the fight, but then it's you just gotta hold consecutively so many fights in a row if you get 99-0 like this.
Yeah, UNH does have that grab online. They did have to pop the Kitsune Rush in that last fight there. Wuyang ultimate, I assume we're gonna see Death Blossom coming out there as well. Big Warrior doesn't pick up one. His Dying goes down to the Zarya. Clover throwing down the Juno ultimate goes down to the Kitsune, or the Kiriko rather. Big time Big Warrior does end up falling as well. Death Blossom comes out to secure the kills, and WPI will walk away with the first game after a quick 2-0.
Yeah, looks like every attempt they made on the off angle, they're probably getting fought out by this Wuyang and the other DPS, just kind of shutting down the other avenues of map control. A lot
Yeah,
of
they're
early
not giving Dyne any early or easy access into the backline there, especially when that Genji and that Reaper, anytime you pop up, you see that Freya immediately turning to deal with them.
Yep.
So
But we got a decent roster. Potentially
Plenty
seeing
familiar names there.
oh yeah. Potentially seeing a sub for Jay Rayner, and WPI is actually making a sub, I think. Nice. So yeah.
Quick little scouting report here from Big Warrior.
Oh my goodness. I know he's fuming if he just lost to that.
Oh my goodness, Valentine. see what the second map will be. I forget what rotation the Overwatch scene runs off of.
Yeah, me too, and I just finished competing there. I think it's. Oh, let's go, Jay.
Jay Rayner gonna be making a quick little appearance.
I think we go to payload or hybrid, and then after that is push.
Believe it's hybrid, but I could be absolutely wrong. After all,
I
I've never
I trust
competed.
you. Hey, but you
I'm only the
commentated.
commentator.
You need to like know these things. I just get to sit there in the chair, and then my captain tells me what's happening. So
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't get a captain. I just get broadcasters that yell at me.
Mel's nice. She doesn't yell at us.
Mel's great. It's Cassie. She likes to yell at me quite often.
Yeah, that's very fair. She's very good at that too.
Gonna get an angry DM in about 10 minutes.
Saying what? You're here on time, doing your job. All right. Still discussing what map we want to do, what bands we want to do. I missed the first round of bands, so I don't know. Excuse me. What is on or off the table? But considering we didn't see a Lucio, maybe there was some Lucio ban, or maybe we're just pivoting away from it and not entirely certain. I do know that's Monclover's signature hero, and he definitely went to Juno instead, so.
It's like
Eastburg wants.
Esperanza.
Wait, is that totally just push?
That's completely just
Bruh.
push.
Bruh. What the heck? Yeah, fire these commentators, honestly.
honestly. I've seen some good flashes from UNH on Esperanza, especially. They've never had a match where it was completely one-sided.
Oh, we've definitely had some one-sided scrims, but I'm glad you didn't get to see them.
Oh, I don't get that much insight. All I get are the
This is
matches that are public.
yeah, this is definitely a map we're very comfortable on. We've played this all the time. We might see the big warrior diva come out and maybe a Zarya ban if that's in our bag of tricks here, but we will see.
I know UNH does like the Genji there. So Zarya
Oh,
bet.
he just got
Whoa.
flamed. Can you
Who's
hurry it the freak up, please?
Blackout's been silenced? Wow.
Ban
Just
Freya.
Tisk.
Okay,
No, Freya's a good band. There was quite a lot of issues that were arising from that Freya in the last match.
that's true. Wait, that's actually really. I just noticed that Blackout was silenced too.
At that honor one there too as well.
Oh yeah, hold that.
Can hear him
Ban
screaming like
Hazard.
Kratos.
Yeah, you should see it. It's a sight to behold.
Hazard is a pretty interesting band, but then again, I've seen Big Warrior absolutely tear up some
Oh
backlines.
yeah. Oh yeah. I haven't seen him play it in a long time, honestly.
Has
But
been quite a while, but I
I'm
remember a
sure it
couple of
will be in.
plays.
Yeah,
Widow.
it's in the.
I want to see some Widow. That would be interesting.
Yep,
Ooh,
this is what I
Jay Rayner.
expected.
Vendetta, I like that. That'll be a fun addition to the dive, potentially.
The Zarya character is just so powerful. If it's not banned, we're probably picking it.
Yeah.
Vendetta as well, just the perfect best friend for Zarya. Gets infinite charge, is more lethal than Reaper at times too.
Oh, yeah, especially if that ultimate gets popped and you can
Yes,
immediately find her.
yes. That's probably even like a budget Grav Dragon-esque
Oh,
combo.
yeah. So I'm always so sad that my tank mains haven't been the front runners in such a long time.
Yeah, let me guess. Some Reinhardt, some Roadhog.
No, it's Sigma. Sigma and Junker Queen have always
Sigma?
been. Sig's been good, but hasn't been
Yeah, he's
top
never been
tier.
number one, you know. I get what
I
you
just
mean.
wish my tank mains were busted. But we'll
Junkerqueen is
see a
busted on release
quick.
and then never kind of
Oh
really
yeah,
got that limelight again.
quick rollout here from Knight. That speed boost doing some pretty good work there, helping Jay Rayner start flying forward. Sojourn gonna be one of the DPS for W5. Looks like they might have bring out their own Vendetta. A bit more of a mirror matchup than the last round by the looks of things. I'm gonna start diving in on Knight. He gets super low, manages to escape with his life. Oh, but the Zarya just chases him down, ends up that. Jay Rayner falling to his one as well, but Blackout takes down the Vendetta in revenge. 3v4 on the side of WPI. Blackout just ends up going down as well. Big Warrior and Clover might just try to back out here.
Again, just trying to keep that charge up, doing his best. I mean, Vendetta is such a tough character. Like, if you're not a specialist on her, she is definitely not the easiest to pilot. So we'll see who has the stronger sword in this mirror matchup.
Jay Rayner with that
sends it.
bubble wants to just start diving in there, but the rail charge from that Sojourn just tears his HP down. But with that pressure provided, it looks like UNH is going to get aggressive up on the height advantage here. But the Vendetta shows up, starts turning him on Clover. He TPs away. Vendetta's still here. Warrior taking a lot of damage for his team there, able to suck up quite a lot with that bubble as well, getting his charge up.
We have successfully flipped the map, even though we've given some bot progress. We hold the high ground from them, and now Big Warrior taking some steps to contest.
Knight, meanwhile, takes down the opposing Lucio there.
Diff, dare I say?
A little bit of Lucio diff, and they steal the bot here. Gonna try to get rid of that forward spawn as quick as possible, get some progress of their own.
Got a grab coming up. They all
Could
come
be
up.
really big.
Rotate through this high ground. It's looking pretty good.
There it
So
is. Throws it right down on the
sure.
Zarya. Shreds her down. Clover gets the final blow. The Lucio trying to make the save. Ends up falling into the grab as well. He goes down to Clover. The Sojourn now trying to get up on that height. Will quickly fall to Big Warrior. Now UNH is in a pretty good stance here.
Both support ults. Hopefully we get a nice early Kitsune. We get another snowball-y rush down kill, and we can even it up.
UNH kind of stabilizing around the point here. Throws the Kitsune down. Good Suzu to try to keep him alive in the grab. Ends up falling. Clover goes down. Knight as well. No supports for UNH here. Big Warrior does end up finding a pick of his own, but he goes down. Blackout lasts alive on 4 HP. Does end up falling. Quick triple kill for the
It's a
opposing
good rush,
Sojourn.
but I don't know why he's on the cart. You can just do it from high ground. You can be in a much safer spot. Like, getting caught in that grab just made it an immediate fight loss for the UNH.
Yeah, that was the biggest part there. UNH doesn't even get access to their forward spawn, so they got to make a bit of a journey back to the point here. Do have that overclock ready to go here. Could be a big play. There you see Jay Rayner up on that high ground, chasing down, getting chased back down by the Vendetta. There goes the Lucio boop to keep everybody alive there as they start to get a lot of pressure in on this mooring room. And there's a double kill from the Vendetta ult. Big Warrior trying to keep somebody alive, ends up falling down as well. Clover just trying to back up with Knight. Looks like that Vendetta might get a little too aggressive, but never mind. Just picks up Clover and dips.
Nah, that character was an admin. I'm like 99% sure.
It's like, that's like release Bucky right there. That was some insane damage for...
Yeah, she'll kill a tank, honestly, if she's left to her own devices. Still, the point
No, she
pushing
took down
forward.
Doomfist.
She did?
Jay Rayner
Almost
getting lit up in the meantime, ends up going down to the overclock. The Vendetta comes flying around that corner. Blackout trying to stay alive here as Clover goes down from the Zarya. Blackout did pop overclock earlier. I didn't even notice that. Must have fell down quick here.
This is probably looking to be a last fight potential here.
Yeah, I gotta get everybody back up. They're gonna have to get out there soon. You see Big Warrior gonna be leading the charge. Hopefully has grab up soon here. That could be a really big change. It looks like Jay Rayner meanwhile helps pick up the Zarya. Does take a little bit of damage there. Manages to stay alive. Big Warrior picks up a double kill. Give one to Knight as well. UNH now able to swing this fight back in their favor.
Hey, what I will say is UNH always finds a way. UNH will make it close no matter what. We could be 150-0 and we'll still make it close, and we could be 49-134 and we're still gonna make it close. That's all I'm gonna say.
Never count them out until the last possible second here. Still plenty of time on the clock as well. Just as long as they get rid of that forward spawn before they start getting some kills, would be paramount there. That Lucio ultimate does come out for WPI. Jay Rayner trying to get something there as Blackout goes down to the Vendetta. Clover picks up one onto the Vendetta there, gets that trade off now. Jay Rayner getting active. His Big Warrior picks up a double kill. That'll be a quick team kill, I believe. There it is.
Both
Big
support ults
play.
invested from UNH, but they also, the enemy team did use at least one, I believe. So we're gonna get this early checkpoint here, try to set up, get some energy, get some poke, try to farm some of these ults back as quickly as we can because we're kind of running on an empty hand right now.
Definitely want to see that Jay Rayner ultimate come out big here.
Sorry, getting some
good
nice
damage for
charge.
Zarya.
Yep. That's my goat.
We're getting some good damage, and they're keeping his charge pretty high there. See some damage on Blackout on that high ground. Zarya trying to knock him off with those right clicks. Oh, but the Sojourn does end up winning that mirror match, taking him down. You see their Vendetta flying around the corner there. Big Warrior trying to stay alive. Big Suzu coming in from... Does end up helping him kill down the Zarya, but Clover falls, and then Big Warrior Knight gonna fall as well. Jay Rayner and Blackout, last two alive. He ends up going down as well to try to get that forward spawn. A pretty decent ult economy coming online for UNH here. You're gonna have Grav, Vendetta Ultimate, and Overclock soon.
Don't spend it all in one place. Hopefully we can... Ideally, it's just the grab that we spend, but grab Vendetta all. I'm happy to have that get some guaranteed value. They do leave bot. Not trying to overstay. Some good patience from the WPI goats. Now trying
There's
to push
a big
on.
grab.
Huge.
Catches so many. Ends up going down to the Overclock. Kiriko Rush comes out. Give one to their Zarya as well. Clover ends up going down to the Vendetta. Jay Rayner and Blackout both to fall quickly after.
No follow-up on a big grab. They do commit the Kitsune to keep it up, but I think with that Vendetta ult, could have sliced right through all of them.
Would have been huge.
UNH.
But UNH still has a couple of time for a few fights. It looks like Jay Rayner might be trying to go for an all play there. He's still a bubble flying out. There comes the ultimate. Trying to charge it up before he makes his appearance. No, and just slams it into the Zarya bubble. Everybody else just quickly ran away. There goes the grab. But Blackout picks up the Zarya. Knight trying to keep everybody alive, but the huge ultimate from the WPI Vendetta, that's the play UNH wanted to have, but unfortunately will not go their way here. It looks like Clover, last alive, ends up going down to the Lucio boop. Jay Rayner trying to get out there, but unfortunately, UNH will go down game 2 there. WPI gonna go up 2-0.
Hey, if anything, hopefully they saw that combo and are like, hey, that's kind of good, and they steal that promptly. This play of the game will be a reminder if it actually goes through. Bonk.
Yeah, once you're just locked up there and just staring at that sword charge, there's not much more you can do. We will see what the map 3 will be, along with whatever bands are going to come out there. I wouldn't be too surprised to see maybe a Zarya or a Vendetta ban.
Yeah, it seems like if we're not able to match it, we gotta get rid of it, right? I fully agree with you.
But let's see what
Shouts
communications UNH wants to put through here.
Shouts to Plu Koon. Dope Jedi.
W Jedi, W Jedi.
Yeah, this is probably the roster, unless they're subbing in Jolly. Nope.
It's like they want to keep it as is. There were some pretty good flashes there, especially from Jay Rayner. He was getting some pretty good dives in there, but anytime he was trying to get a kill, a support ultimate would just shut him down.
And again, Big Warrior is just farming their front line, but his support line just kind of dematerializes. I think that's just the power of Vendetta, the power of Sojourn. Like one quick misposition, and you're deleted. It doesn't matter if you're Kiriko and you've got TP and Suzu if you're just like one shot straight up.
You peek around a corner to try to throw out that Suzu. All of a sudden, there's a rail cannon just flying at your face.
Yep, and behind you there's a giant levitating sword. So Screwed if you do, screwed if you don't.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that Sojourn ever since like her drop has always been a competitive.
Yeah, I mean, she does like what? Like some obscene like 170 plus damage, full rail in the head or something, and then you just fall over.
Yeah, and her perks especially have always been strong when those came out. A slide that lets her generate like what 50 energy.
Yep.
Just so easy to charge up that rail cannon, get a quick little head tap, and everyone's gone.
Okay, UNH does ban Zarya. If I had to guess with my secret insider information, we might be doing some Bastion shenanigans?
That could be fun to see. We did see a couple of Bastion games in previous competitions.
I hope they just don't have a Sigma, I guess, because I think it's like a Sigma Bastion plus speed of some kind, and then you just walk at them with the turret form and call it a day.
And try to avoid that big rock flying at you. I do enjoy the WPI profile pick there.
Yeah, they're locked in, man.
I think if UNH in the future they got to get something going like that. That might be
Alright,
the key to winning.
I'll pass down the word. Hey, Plute says matching profile pics or he quits.
Oh, Soldier Band gonna be the band pick for WPI. I'll let you put that out there.
Yeah, we'll see. They might just keep the Vendetta anyway. I mean, it's definitely like, not as good without the Zarya, but that character, if they're farming, they're farming, you know?
We'll have a flashpoint for our third game here. Interesting picks early here. Do you see that Bastion Sigma combo you mentioned?
Good old Kiri Lucio. Nothing else ever. Just Kiri Lucio. We're looking at this super hype Overwatch 5 heroes releasing next week, and all my team can say is, I don't know if that'll be better than Kiri Lucio.
No cat jetpack.
I mean, that character does look ridiculous. Like, what you can do.
It's a character.
You can just lift up like a high noon or a soldier visor, and then you just rain death from above.
It's gonna be like Valkyrie when she dropped in Apex.
Oh goodness. Yeah. Oh, the zone's in another place. Let's just all fly out for fun. Let's just
Oh
leave.
yeah,
Oh,
no
but
interruption either.
nope.
But it does look like you're gonna get a quick early sim TP here. It looks like Blackout wants to get on the Freya here. Could see a mirror match there. But, you know, WPI did like that Freya on Lijiang Tower. Does look like Junker Queen will be the tank of choice against the Sigma here.
And I would be very surprised if that Junker Queen stuck after seeing what's up with Blackout.
Quickly getting first blood there, taking down the Tracer. Good Suzu to keep Jay Rayner alive as the Reaper tries to shred him from behind. He ends up going down, but Junker Queen does get that trade back onto Jay Rayner.
UNH gonna take that early pick, gonna send their Lucio to the point while Sigma tries to hold it. Queen trying to full send it in with that speed. Running him down.
Suzu comes out the second too early. Clover doesn't go down to the Junker Queen.
Clover falls.
Good rock there, ends up taking down the Kiriko.
Holy. We do lose
UNH could
point.
definitely
We
put
gotta wait
pressure
for
on.
Kiri.
Throws out that rock onto the Junker Queen, gets her very low, starts soaking up some of that damage, lets Jay Rayner get on the point. He and Knight both end up taking down the Junker Queen, but the Genji takes down.
And this is a very early block. Maybe it could come in real quick. Kind of getting bullied off
there from Clover, helps take down the Reaper, but Clover gets chased down by Lucio. That's going to be a support loss. Big Warrior though with the rock, slams the Genji.
Oh yeah.
Blackout looking for that Lucio, or the Kiriko. He wants that kill, flies around the corner, throws that out. Big Suzu to keep himself alive, gets the TP away, but they're still chasing. Another big rock there, good little arrow land from Blackout. UNH now just going to stabilize on the point here. You see Big Warrior with almost 4k damage already.
Holy dude, he's trying. He's trying his freaking heart out.
Forces Reaper into his Wraith form. Big Sigma ultimate does get interrupted a little bit by that Lucio ultimate, but does buy them enough time there to get some good damage. Lucio ultimate from UNH comes out. Blackout shredding down that Genji, ends up securing the kill. Now going to go after the Kiriko here. Just absolutely starts pinning some arrows on her as the Kitsune Rush comes out. Their Junker Queen picks up 2. Kiriko Rush now in response from UNH here, trying to keep everybody alive. Blackout taking a lot of damage, ends up going down to the Death Blossom. That picks up 2. Big Warrior left last alive, ends up falling down to the Lucio as WPI picks up the first point.
I mean,
Jay Rayner might make a swap out here. That Genji was causing some issues with that deflect, so maybe the Reaper will have some better luck here.
Fair enough, but it just seems like there's so much tempo on the side of the goats. Hopefully, we'll be able to find some kills of our own, but we just really need to be careful of this Freya, of whatever is picking off our backline. Even now, we're getting forced back before the point's even open, trying to find a better position. J-Ray, oh my god, he's in there.
Big TP, the Freya ultimate from Blackout ends up securing the kill onto the Junker Queen, but Clover once again just getting hunted down in that backline, ends up going down to the Freya as well. Big Sigma ultimate there to try to get some picks as well. Big Warrior ends up securing the kill on the Lucio despite that Kiriko's best efforts. Give Jay Rayner one as well. UNH will be able to cap point first here if they can get the Kiriko there. Knight bumps off one the edge there, and that allows them to secure the point. The Kiriko just takes herself out to get the respawn timer going.
You know, I mean, we're doing all right. Nice hold up here. Sigma just poking again. Big Warrior doing so much damage. Had that flux earlier than every other player in the lobby. Gonna reposition up to the high ground. Spamming down main.
Farming out these ultimates. Forces the Lucio to ult every time he starts flying as well. It's the scariest part. Ooh, Blackout takes some pretty good damage there. Able to stay alive on the point is Big Warrior. He's just soaking up damage, letting that Junker Queen just constantly may him. You see Blackout getting chased down. Big Suzu to keep him alive, but the ultimate takes down Mon Clover. Blackout gonna fall to the fray, or the Lucio there as Knight goes down. Big Warrior gonna fall as well. That'll be a team kill on the side of WPI, but UNH did get the point to 75% in their favor here.
It's very common to have like the kind of the helper syndrome or the hero syndrome where like, oh no, my DPS is 1 HP, I'll blink in, I try to save him, and then I just immediately eat a bola to the face, right? So
oh yeah, I'm guilty of that whenever I try to play support. That's why I gotta stick to Zenyatta, that way I don't have to dive anybody. Do you see that Reaper takes some pretty good damage there? Does manage to get away though, but Big Warrior keeping up the pressure. Finds one pick of his own there. Jay Rayner gonna get that Lucio ultimate as the Kiriko ultimate comes out for WPI. Ultimate ready for a lot of people. The anti-heal from the Junker Queen ultimate gets Suzu'd almost immediately. Sigma ultimate as well, but the Death Blossom from WPI picks up one, give Big Warrior one though. Clover and Jay Rayner both gonna fall, but Blackout picks up a kill, picks up a double. Looking good here for UNH. Big Warrior secures a 3rd kill.
But crazy clutch.
Kiriko gonna get on the point to try to delay as long as possible. Ends up falling down before she can get away. UNH able to stop the point from going up any higher than 95%. They could secure
insane hero play, both from Big Warrior and from Blackout. Really doing their dang just to keep this. Junker Queen gonna be able to touch the point of Blossom. Take one out. Trade 1 for 1. Make that 2. Big Warrior on the hunt.
Oh, cool. Jay Rayner ends up going down to the Reaper there. Big Warrior helps into killing that Freya. Last alive gonna be Kiriko. She's just gonna get punched constantly by Big Warrior. UNH picks up a point of their own now, tying it back up 1-1.
It's a bloodbath out here. Like so many picks from both sides. It's getting really scrappy. It's just kind of the raw mechanical skill from these players because as a team we're kind of dying left and right randomly. So Big Warrior really trying to do the most here. So we make it onto the 3rd point.
Big Warrior wants to be the epitome of a tank here.
He's
they want to kill his backline, they got to go through him first, and he's showing that at every turn. Speaking of the backline, just starts shredding down that Lucio. A good little graphitic flexio to keep himself alive. Blocks the
bola.
Yeah, thought that's what that was, but I didn't want to call that out if I was wrong. But yeah, really good block there from Big Warrior. Immediately rips his ultimate, but just shy of grabbing the Freya. The Lucio does bait out the Lucio ultimate, however, but Blackout goes down. Knight as well going to go down as Big Warrior tries to wrap back up out the Kiriko here. Good shielding there as they start to just get ran all the way back to their spawn there. Gets hooked back by the Junker Queen, who picks up a double kill. Looks like Jet Rain are going to fall out as well to the enemy Reaper.
We have some ultimates coming up eventually, but they're probably going to be up by 99. Either a huge bowl is going to have to come out, or maybe a
Big
Kitsune,
Death
we could build
Blossom.
that. Hard to say.
Jet Rainer gets a good flank. You could see a potential. Speaking of flanks, the enemy Reaper there gets caught out by Knight there. Jet Rainer going to help run him down a little bit here. Doing some pretty good damage. Might have forced the Wraith form out there.
Just taking
Meanwhile,
space on
Big
the map.
Warrior getting aggressive with Clover and Blackout on the other side of the map. Jet Rainer takes some pretty good damage, but a huge rock comes in to help knock down the Reaper, but the Reaper Death Blossom, Lucio ultimate, and the Junker Queen ultimate all come out there. UNH will not be able to get back on the point in time. Gonna go down 1-2 here.
Yeah, I'm on Clover going down with that Kitsune rush. Hopefully he can open up the next point with it for a quick win, because that was a pretty expensive fight for Goats at the end there.
Speaking of expensive, Knight helps run down the Lucio, secures that early kill. You see Big Warrior makes the swap to Junker Queen. He wants that mirror matchup. He's tired of it. And he starts getting in there. Blackout in the back line. You see him landing in a couple of those arrows. There goes a Kiriko ultimate now, and Jet Rainer starts running down the Reaper. Helps shred him down. Just starts running after everybody. Forces out the Suzu. Makes the Junker Queen whiff on her axe swing there.
Maybe we could be setting up for a better Blossom here instead of being on the point, but we will just take the cap. That's fine. We got to push back up to the choke so they don't get it in for free. Jaren is taking some pot shots here. Beat is available.
Definitely see a big Blossom here as they all start to get wrapped up. He just pops through as he jumps in there, starts shredding in there, do some good damage on that Kiriko. She's going to be 1 HP in the back line, ends up securing the kill. Teleports to top himself, but Big Warrior ends up, in the meantime, taking down one. Give Blackout a pick of his own now. They're going to start running down the last two members here. TP from the Reaper does let him escape momentarily, but Knight helps chase him down. Clover picking up the final kill.
If I know anything
Good
about
team kill.
Knight, he will not let anyone escape. He will go to your spawn to at least make sure he had the chance to get you.
He'll give you a good boop on the back there, but meanwhile, the Kiriko for WPI tries to dive in there. A good bolo from Blackout helps secure the kill on the Junker Queen. WPI now again not going to have a tank for this next push here. They're going to have to wait till about 90% until they can get back towards the point.
Taking that fight early is so good because you get that extra pressure. If you explode out of this gate, they are not even allowed to touch the point.
Blackout nearly takes down that Lucio, ends up falling in for it instead there. That's big Suzu there to keep him alive, but UNH meantime is able to delay long enough to get the point for themselves. Tying it back up 2-2 here. It's going to be the final flashpoint.
This is truly a UNH special. We're losing, we're just playing what you're playing, and we're going to do it better.
It's just going to be an absolute scrap fest.
I wouldn't dare say that he wasn't doing work on the Sigma, but this swap seems to be helping to pressure.
Huge dagger.
Nice.
He's going to have the ultimate ready here. If they can bait out the Suzu, that'd be huge as well to get some anti-heal going. Meanwhile, just absolutely starts shredding down the Reaper and the Junker Queen. Does barely whip on that ultimate, but the bolo from the WPI will try to get them back in it, but Jet Rainer picks up two. It does end up falling for it as well, trying to keep this Reaper down. He goes in the Wraith form. Big Warrior with the lifesteal, unable to stick alive there. Knight goes down as well. Expensive fight there. Doesn't end up going in the way of WPI, unfortunately, but UNH will not give up that easily.
Maybe just a little bit of an overheat from Big Warrior. Chunked that Queen down to 1 HP. Really tried to make something happen. There is a Kitsune on the side of UNH here. Hopefully, again, we can just get a clean fight. Kitsune on the point. Let's make some magic happen.
Ooh, Big Warrior takes some hefty damage there. Big Suzu comes out to keep him alive there, but be careful. No Suzu for Junker Queen ultimate now. But they have that Jet Rainer ulti ready to go. He starts dancing around a little bit. The ultimate does end up finding him though. Not gonna be able to use a Death Blossom. A Blackout gets a 1-for-1 trade. But Death Blossom in the back's just gonna shred down the rest. Sorry. Shadow does pick up two there. Clover and Knight falling. Big Warrior goes down as well. UNH
one more
make
fight
a play here.
They do have just about everything, so hopefully they don't go up there again. They just go straight through main. Just point A to B, shortest possible route, and let's take a good fight here.
Get Jay Rayner in that backline with that Death Blossom ready to go. That's what they want to go here. Barely gets a touch at the last possible second. Blue Sea Ultimate comes out for you, and same time as Kitsune Rush. Blackout picks up one, give one to Big Warrior. Good boop there from Knight to knock the Reaper back into it, giving Big Warrior the chance to slash into him. Jay Rayner picks up another. UNH able to take control back of the point. They're going to have to crawl the way back from 0 to 99.
Again, this is what UNH does, though. We are pushing into their spawn. We need these kills. We need these staggers. And we need these good ultimates that we can use way further than they can actually touch the point. I would like to see Jay setting up for a Blossom here. Maybe something, just an early Bola, anything. We need to stifle their ability to walk forward right now.
Gotta stuff that Kiriko Kitsune or the Suzu rather, just for that Big Warrior ultimate to make an appearance. But the Death Blossom helps secure one. There goes the Suzu, but the Bolo comes out, taking down Blackout. Big Druxquid ultimate there, gets some good anti-heal going. Knight picks up one, Clover goes down, big knife there onto one there. Jay Rayner picks up a double.
It's scrappy, but we hold the point. We have Bola. The enemy team has not committed ults in the past 2 fights. This is gonna be a hard one.
UNH will have the Bola advantage. That Freya did let that rip in the last fight, but let's see if UNH can't get back in time. There goes the Lucy ultimate. Jay Rayner wrapping back towards the back here to help take down one with Big Warrior. Give a double to him. Taking down both the Tracer and the Kiriko. The Reaper trying to run away from Jay Rayner, but he refuses to let him go. He's like a mad dog with a bone. His Big Warrior picks up a triple, make it a quadra for Big Warrior.
Oh my god, it's not over. Can they
It's not over, but if UNH can shut down this Tracer before she can get close, they'll be able to stop it from going to overtime. And there it is. They shut down the Tracer.
Oh my god.
UNH claws their way back to make it to a 1-2 here. And we're going to a game 4.
That is insane. Big Warrior is sick of it. He does not care. I will win this game. That's the last thing I do.
Picked up that Quadra with absolutely no hesitation.
Yeah, the reverse sweep starts here. I'd be surprised if they let the Junker Queen go through after that.
Would not be the first time I've seen this UNH team pull off some insane reverse sweeps.
That is to say the least.
I think it was the last season where they were down 0-2 in Flashpoint and did a complete reverse sweep.
We were down 1-3 in the grand finals of our division last semester, and we clawed it back in a best of 7, 4-3 after full capping Rialto twice.
Yep, that's what the match was.
Forget that. As long as I live.
That might have been the craziest commentating I've ever had to do. Some of the most insane play-by-plays I've ever seen.
Hey, we appreciate you. I wish to be a fraction of that one day.
See what
hey, matching profile pics ain't looking so good right now, huh?
No, maybe UNH has to keep the diversity here. That might be what they need to get this going.
That's too good. Alright, they did say that a player that was leaving at 9, so you know maybe we gotta bring this all the way to map 5. Get a little bit of a buff.
No subs on either end.
Oh,
but they do have a player leave. Never mind.
They ban him. You can't do that.
Official.
Admins.
Yellow flag on the play.
Oh my goodness.
Does look like they're going to make a few swaps here after they do end up losing a player. The bench for WPI now going to be empty.
Oh, and you don't want to come in cold against a hot Big Warrior. Oh my goodness.
I don't think I want to come in against a cold Big Warrior.
Yeah, I got a demon.
Sojourn looks like might be one of the bands.
I think it was Sigma.
Interesting.
There you go to Eichenwald. I think that makes a lot of sense. Sigma can really hold down the castle on the second point, make it a no-fly zone for anyone involved. Zarya back on the table if he so wants it, but I don't know. He's kind of getting it done on some of these other tanks. He's just getting in there with somehow even more carry potential than Zarya. UNH is best at just full sending it as 5 when you know what the plan is, you know who you're going for, just these big explosive plays, and we really got to see more of that if we're going to have a chance to reverse 3-0 this.
And once the pressure really starts to ramp up, that's when UNH likes to play at their best.
We're forced to. Our backs are to the wall. I promise you, if I asked Big Warrior before this game, are you planning on pulling out the Junker Queen? He would say, F no. He would never play that character. But lo and behold, he had to pull it out. Cold, might I add, and just absolutely run them down.
Just went absolutely ham that last
I don't know
match.
how he does it.
It's got to be a curse technique or something.
Blackout hitting some nice shots on the Freya too. He was touting that. He used to be kind of a Genji preferred player, but expanding his hero roster out and got some really nice clutches as well. The Sojourn is also available again, because I believe they banned Sojourn last map, but hey, if he's feeling the Freya, then let it ride, you know?
See what their game plan is going to be on Eichenwald. It's been a while since I've seen a UNH team play on this map.
Yeah, I think our map pool is a little different this semester. I don't quite. I think we have Shambali is allowed. I don't know. Okay, we're banning something.
Interesting.
Ban. I agree.
I don't hate an Ash ban here. Those dynamites can be super annoying in those choke points.
Alrighty.
Looks like we are going to be underway with game 4 here.
J Rainer Mercy, I wish.
There's a big warrior wants to start off with that Zarya here. Clover gonna be hopping in on the Kiriko. Knight gonna make a reappearance on the Lucio. Looks like we're gonna have a pretty similar lineup to what we've seen previously.
I mean, it looks good. You can't beat that. There's that one narrow-ish choke through Eichenwald in the first beginning of the map that Zarya and Reaper can just hold down really steady as Freya rains death from above. Kiri Lucio, if you're any familiar with Overwatch, not Overwatch 2, because this game is just Overwatch now, you will know that this backline has been run since Kiriko was born in early Overwatch 2. Just has the cleanse, has the TP. We joke that she's literally Satoru Gojo, and there's nothing. She has a 120 headshot, just blows you up, just does it all.
At least there's no more double TP.
I can't even believe that was in the game. Like, how much more survivable can survivable be?
So here goes TP. Oh, there she goes again.
All right,
But
getting into it.
Match will be underway.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't a Vendetta. Oh, a Bastion and a Vendetta. Oh my goodness, they are getting through this choke.
That is some pure DPS there. Rainer forced to back away from that choke point. That Vendetta with the bubble on top of her there. Tries to get something going there. Big Warrior helping with the flank here. Gonna target that Bastion with Blackout doing some huge damage there. Ends up securing the kill before the Suzu can come out there. Blackout picks up 2.
Very wide.
The support.
They see the Bastion form. They kite it out immediately. The second he's out of it, all right, it's our turn.
Big Warrior picks up.
Big guy.
Good first hold there from UNH. That was very. And Jay Rainer just hunts him down with that TP there.
Wonderful cleanup. Bastion beating a little bit, but not too much. Gonna give Zarya some nice charge. And we're probably gonna see the same thing. It's this push and pull, right? Does Bastion have his form? All right, get the heck out of there.
He's standing up. I get him.
Reaper taking some heat on the off angle. Gets a teleport out. Zarya falling quite low.
Well, we're doing a good play here to stay in this back line, not trying to risk it like they Try not to get evaporated like they have been all this time, but in the meantime, Knight gets up going down. Their Daria picks up a double, make it a triple. J-Rainer and Clover both gonna fall. Big Warrior goes down to the Bastion. Blackout 1 HP, just stands still to get sent back with this team here. WPI will cap the first point with just under 2:30 to go, as there's currently a mortar on the side of WPI.
Trying to find a little bit of extra ult charge there. UNH gonna try and hold this high ground before it's too late, but nothing in the game can really repel Zarya bubbling a Vendetta, Zarya bubbling a Bastion. Like, these are just immovable forces.
Speaking of Vendetta, she makes her appearance up on this high ground, but Jay Raynard shoves her back away. But in the meantime, Big Warrior ends up going down to the Zarya. Blackout trying to get away, still getting chased down as Jay Raynard ends up falling to the Kiriko. Clover trying to back up to help Blackout stay alive. Knight decides the ledge looks pretty good for the moment.
Thank you, production. Legendary.
That was a perfect camera angle. UNH is starting to get some of their ult charges online here. They start running out that Vendetta, force out the bubble on her, force her to back up there.
Really scary spot for Jay to be in. Gets hit with the Graviton
Grab
Surge.
comes out a good Suzu, but the ultimate comes out, shuts down Jay Raynor. Big Warrior's going to fall next. Knight just going to stall point a little bit. He goes down, Blackout falling at the same time. Clover last to go. That will be a team kill on the side of WPI.
We still have a touch because of Lucio's stall there.
See if Jay Raynor can't get out there in time. Maybe get that Death Blossom ready to go. Just going to get that bubble. Start going out there. The Kiriko Rush comes out for UNH there. Bastion Ultimate as well as the Lucio. Both going to get used there. But Jay Raynor just starts laying into him. Pops that Death Blossom. Finds one. Finds two. Give one to Big Warrior. Triple kill for Jay Raynor. Blackout going to be the one to secure the kill on the Zarya. They're able to get their own team kill in response. Stopping WPI from taking that second point. Or the first checkpoint, rather.
Once a good hold, I would rather us use all of our ults to stop a snowball. That's always a good rule of thumb. We'll see what we can do next here. Maybe we can find another quick Zarya. Ultimate coming up here. Just trying to hold this castle. Big Warrior falling really low. Bastion form out of the door.
Playing
nice
tight
grab
around this corner. They're hoping you just with that grab to find a double kill for Big Warrior. Make it a triple. Make it a quadra.
Oh, yeah.
But in the backline, meanwhile, Vendetta picks up a double kill. Starts to get ran down, though. Jay Raynor and Big Warrior just going to try to cut her off. But look at the insane mobility.
All he needs is a couple extra bolts in the back. Not letting her out. It's a big stagger. Just really trying to farm up these support ults, hopefully. Shredding this Bastion.
Here could see a play with it onto the Kiriko, maybe. Meanwhile, Jay Raynor just starts getting aggressive in that backline. Gets some good damage on the one. Now, Blackout up secure the kill. He starts chasing down the Kiriko. Lands a good arrow there, but the Vendetta comes in with the Zarya to tell Blackout to go away.
You know, I really thought we were going to see a Bola there. I agree with you. But it does get a 1-for-1. Lasering this Zarya.
Melting down the Zarya. Tries to turn around to help out with the Vendetta. Jay Raynor going to pop in on the point with the Wraith form to delay as long as possible. Big Warrior ends up taking down the Vendetta. Jay Raynor securing the kill onto the Zarya. A good bubble there to keep himself alive. Big Warrior helps secure the kill on the Lucio. Bastion going to be the last standing. Ends up falling as well. Big Warrior somehow got a knockdown on the Kiriko.
He just does not abide to anything else. He's just going crazy.
Well, yes, Sir Isaac Newton's famous arch nemesis was Big Warrior.
The laws of UNH. We will go to 3-2 every game, and it will be close. Vendetta somehow lasering.
It's a headshot onto Blackout. Jay Raynor able to escape. There's a Vendetta in that backline trying to stay alive. Just throws the grab. Same time as Kitsune Rush comes out. Big Lucio ultimate to keep Big Warrior alive there. He took quite a lot of damage, but they keep him up there. Knight trying to stay alive. Jay Raynor with the Death Blossom in the meantime takes down the Bastion. Helps secure the kill on the Vendetta as well. Big ultimates there from UNH to keep WPI from capping the point as
this simply is their corner. They are holding it down. Hopefully
maybe it could be a big stagger. There it is. Force the Kiriko to TP away. It looks like they might extend a bit out here.
I don't even mind it. It's good. We could catch them here. They don't even get another fight to actually touch the point.
Just have to make sure that WPI doesn't try to break out a Tracer.
Holding steady. Forces
Immediately
the bubble
jumps out.
early.
Gets the bubble
Breaks
in
both
return
bubbles,
there.
and they're just
Both
gonna laser her.
bubbles just going to start melting. The Kiriko trying to get in there. Sebastian ultimate comes out. Knight picks up one. Big Warrior helps secure the kill on the Kiriko. They do have one on point trying to push. Looks like Big Warrior and J Rainer are just going to kill the
Oh
ones that
my
are trying to help
goodness.
out there, leaving the rest to fight the one on point. They take down the last.
Just
UNH
a
manages.
W play. Hey, they need to get through the whole castle to even touch the point. Why would we ever let them touch the point? Let's just bring the fight to them. Look for something early. They hard commit onto the Zarya bubbles. J Rainer, no fear of death, just says, my job is to remove your bubbles, and then the rest, and then you will die. It will simply happen. I don't care if I'm alive, if I'm dead, you will eventually fall over. Because Big Warrior has those extra 2 bubbles to sustain and will just absolutely laser the opposing Zarya down, as we've saw it before.
Yeah, and that's a really good play there from UNH because they force that team to split apart. They need somebody to touch point, which means they have to lose somebody for the actual fight.
Absolutely, and hopefully this explosive gameplay will transfer over to attack, and we can get ourselves to game 5. A little bit of parkour action
A little bunny hop action.
and some casual aura farming.
It's never casual, J Rainer.
Professional aura farming.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
what he's
the middle
studying. Oh,
here.
it's for the vibes.
Yeah, you wish. You wish. Oh
For the
wait, maybe
vibes.
the grapple shot. He's feeling it, and then they'll just
See that
lightly
life
pull
we.
it back to block. I like it. I like it.
I like this. This is professional aura farming.
Whoa! Just misses.
Oh, he's gonna get ragged on for that one. I can already tell.
That's all right. W mind game pressure. They're like, what? I heard a grapple. We gotta hide now.
Oh yeah, they're forcing behind this little rock here. They're starting to get aggressive here. The Dark get Blackout quickly takes down the Lucio.
Yeah, this Freya character doing some absolutely demonic things. Torbjorn also has a massive hitbox, looking to be the next to go. And there
Speaking
it is.
of demonic, yeah, Big Warrior, J Rainer quickly gonna work together for a triple kill on J Rainer's part.
We found our stride.
The moment they all walked in that crowded little room there, it was over.
It's almost 6 minutes on the clock there. That's ridiculous.
Blackout's just flying above the wall there, trying to get some early damage. Get that bolo charge up quickly here. Can't imagine J Rainer's too far off of Death Blossom after that play. I lied completely.
He's hiding in wait. Well, he couldn't even charge his ult because he one-shot their whole team. No damage to be done.
He's looking for a potential TP here, maybe trying to bait somebody and jumping down. You see that Wu Yang breaking out from WPI, a bit of a change up.
He's just asking them to go. Cart's gonna slowly move, totally fine.
C-Set Vendetta.
UNH pays no mind to this needless spam as we continue to turn the corners. Zarya actually starting to drop now. The fight begins.
Vendetta joining in there as well, trying to run down Mon Clover, but J Rainer makes himself known, starts melting down this Zarya as Blackout ends up going down to the Vendetta. Knight, in the meantime, takes down that Torb Turp before it can cause too much damage. That Vendetta trying to get active, but a huge bubble onto J Rainer keeps him in the fight. But he immediately just takes way more damage than needed as that Torbjorn up on the height is just spamming down those left clicks.
This is what I mean, right? This castle, so difficult to take. Just raining death from above. Wuyong even just gonna continue the spam even more. Torbjorn's got great spam and that turret up. Quick speed boost so they can cross. Turret's gonna go down.
Rush as well on both sides here. Gonna be used up. That Vendetta trying to get active, but a huge grab comes in there, locking 2 down. Ended up finding the double kill with it. No Suzu, no heals now, or a big source of healing gone rather.
Knight with the boost.
Rainer.
Yeah, you're not going to spawn. You're not going to spawn without me putting you there. Alright?
So you're going to spawn the fast way.
UNH setting up for a nice last fight. That was grab committed. We still have Beat, Bola, and Blossom. BBB.
And no Kitsune Rush for WPI either, so that's going to be a big part of their comeback here. Taken out early, they're going to make sure to try to force the push to stop. They're going to start melting down this Zarya. She's just going to get Death Blossom, even with the grab. He picks up a double. Last one comes in there, but J Rainer picks up his. The Wuyang ultimate does end up with a couple of knockdowns, but Knight takes down one, give Blackout one as well. We're going to game 5.
And we're back! We have to make it close. We
Every time
simply
they've
must. We've never 3-0'd in our lives, except for like when we were fighting teams that were a couple divisions below us in ECC. Otherwise, we simply must. Game 5 every time. Gotta make it exciting for the people back home and unbearably stressful for all of our players.
Of course, there's no heart rate under 120 beats per minute. It's like in the contract.
Alright. I, again, don't know what mode we're going to. I have no idea. Is it push? Or is it flashpoint? Maybe it's flashpoint. We haven't seen... No, we did see a flashpoint.
We've seen
Did we
every game
rotate
mode, I
back?
believe. I guess
Okay,
we're
a
going.
little... Some King of the Hill action, maybe? I don't know. I'll learn in a couple. Havana. Okay, back to payload. Man, I don't want no stinking payload. Boring. Oh well.
Havana gonna be the next map.
So funny, random fun fact. They added that little banner because that's like perfectly where Widowmaker's like line of sight into their spawn was. So now there's just a little, nope, can't do that. Just hanging out above the point right there.
They never want Widow players to be happy.
Well, this was definitely her most dominant map by far because you could see directly into their spawn. But you know what? Yeah, if Widow's not good, I think that happens to be a good thing for the health of the game. But
Widow and Sombra, they deserve to stay, towards the bottom tier areas.
yeah, unless you, like they've tried to rework Sombra so many times and just none of them were good. So, oh well.
I mean, they just made Sombra's base kit annoying, so nobody will ever be happy going against a Sombra.
Yeah, permanent stealth and a silence on one character. It's a good idea.
And then, an ultimate that just absolutely wipes out your chance to fight back.
That's the cherry on top, isn't it?
Meanwhile, Bastion's ultimate is, well, there's a big circle, walk away.
That perk that gives him like 300 HP when he ults is at least something. Alright, they banned Freya. I think that's a good call. Blackout just getting
Black
too much done.
After that first mirror match where Blackout maybe struggled a little bit, he decided he was done.
And Sigma has already been banned, so Sigma is definitely on the table, even though it might just be Zarya anyway. Also, the Freya ban protects the entire DPS category from getting another ban, because you can only ban one hero per category. So the bans are kind of dwindling as to who are these big heavy hitter threats on the table that we can remove. So we'll see what UNH cooks up with shortly here.
Yeah, no chance to ban Vendetta, unfortunately.
Yeah, but we seem to have found our stride. This Reaper, hopefully the Sojourn instead of the Freya can do just as much work, but our the Reaper's been definitely doing a lot. Like really good bubbles from Big Warrior, really good like one track. I need to delete these bubbles mindset from Jay, like fearlessly sending it into them. Which is exactly what we need.
Jay Rayner, after maybe a rough little start there, he got hot quick, though.
Yep.
And Big
He
Warrior
is
has
in.
refused to cool off. Booyah ain't going to be the ban from Jay Rayner there.
I think that's fair. I mean, there's not really a lot left in the best of 5, and this is a very good Wuyong map as well. For the same reason, it's a good Widow map. Just a lot of these really long corridors and sight lines that Wuyong can effortlessly spam. So
Yeah, able to turn those corners with the left click.
I can hear Knight already begging for the Zenyatta to see play. They did buff
Just a
the
little
Discord
bit
orb.
of Discord orb. Just a little bit.
Just a bit.
This is like Big Warrior wants to hop back on the Zarya. Absolutely comfortable with this mirror matchup.
Yeah, they were cooking last map. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't, you know?
Yeah, huge grabs on our part. WPI's grabs never really found any utility out of them.
Knight, walk out of spawn. You gotta walk out of spawn on the Zen. You gotta do it. For me.
For everybody sitting at home watching, come
Exactly.
on, Knight.
And that's a Lucio. That's a speed boost, actually.
No.
I mean, it might just be too good, right? Because, like, again, UNH's trademark explosions of
Yeah.
Fast and Furious kind of need this speed to function in the first place. We don't really have the poke to abuse Discord Orb as best as we could with the Zarya and the Reaper being so close range. But we'll see if Chris can, or Blackout can keep this dominance on the Sojourn in the final map 5 against WPI Goats.
See what UNH can do here. Will be a payload, which we haven't seen too much of, but is that a Sigma? Thought it was a Reinhardt at first.
I'm a little surprised that UNH didn't start on this, honestly, but I think they were cooking, and I think it's smart from the Goats to take an entirely different angle. I think that is Bap Zen for them, just really leaning into this heavy poke. This Reaper not able to get a lot of value until maybe the card gets a little closer.
CJ Rayner, he's getting some off angles here. Knight coming to his system here, just kind of bouncing around, making sure everybody gets topped up there. Jay Rayner starting to get aggressive in that back line. Good bubble there to take that rock. Forces out Bap Lamp. The Ash Burn will end up taking down Jay Rayner. Unfortunately, they're going to be down 1 DPS here, but Big Warrior with that trade back takes out the Sojourn.
Very smart from WPI to fully switch it up. Let's just go an entirely separate mode that we have that we're comfortable on. But now that the cart's made it around this corner, UNH's comp can kind of function now. Like Reaper on these off angles, making sure that the enemies don't get up there to get those really ideal hit scan angles. Zarya holding really close on the point, boxing with the Sigma.
See Clover a little low in the back line there, able to stay behind the Zarya though, not taking too much more damage. A speed boost from Knight's gonna help secure the kill on that Zenyatta. They're gonna start chasing down the rest as well. Big Warrior ends up taking down the Ash. Huge flank, forces out the lamp as well. That would be a quick team kill there. That's a strong showing from UNH there. They didn't even lose out on any of those trades now.
Knight's so good at these macro rotations, kind of playing chess with all the pieces available. Like, we know there's Zenyatta's gonna be pushing up. We have the window. There's no one that's really there to defend him other than the Baptiste. And by the time Baptiste even knew, Zenyatta was already dead.
Yeah, Knight and Jay Rayner are able to combine their damage so well here. Kitsune Rush makes an appearance. Same time, the Sigma ultimates on Clover. Gonna get a good Suzu there as Jay Rayner picks up 1. Big Warrior able to snipe down the Baptiste. Jay Rayner gets a double there, taking down 1 more. Big Warrior with a triple to finish things off. That's a second team kill back to back. Still not losing anybody. And they're going to have 4 ultimates online for the next big fight.
They probably have Transcendence for this grab, so maybe we can use Blossom or Overclock to force that out. But again, really...
Zarya from WPI.
Oh yeah, it wasn't working. They had to go back to the mirror.
Blackout's a quick little rail cannon there to take down, I believe, the Baptiste.
Yeah, they don't even need ult at this point.
Yeah, speaking of that, Big Warriors just runs him down, picks up a double. Jay Rayner just shoves him back into the spawn room. Blackout makes sure to stagger 1 more before backing up.
Yeah, we're over it. Wrap it up. Your guy had to go at 9. Boo-hoo.
They want to just put a bow on this and be done with it. You see, they're going to have so many ultimates online here. They didn't even use any for that last fight. I'm going to try to maybe bait out that Transcendence. Maybe get that Baptiste to throw the wall out.
Really taking so much damage in this
corridor. There's the Blossom. Force out the lamp. Just force out Transcendence as well. You could see a big grab making an appearance here. There it goes. The wall makes an appearance. Trying to melt him through the Transcendence. Blackout finds 1. Takes down the lamp. Is Big Warrior.
Running kind of low. They got to stabilize. They got to speed out of there. But they're still up 1. They're happy to take this fight.
Yeah, both support ultimates going to be gone for WPI, and I believe Lucio ultimate's still available for UNH here, so they're in a pretty decent spot here, especially to get aggressive as they start to immediately. The lamp gets shredded down. Jay Rayner just says, Baptiste is mine. Knight, though, ends up getting the Ash as well. Blackout finds 1. Big Warrior does end up falling here, but it still doesn't look bad for UNH's Blackout. Oh, just gets obliterated by the Lucio. Manages to make the Zarya take herself out. just gonna be Knight and Clover here, but they're gonna stop the door. That Tracer almost gets there in the end, but unable to, and UNH will be in a very good position here going on to the attack side.
Oh yeah, great hold, flawless support line, great fight plans, excellent like speed, knowledge, hitting them where they're weak, knowing when they're pushed up, getting these flanks. Jay Rayner, the middle maker, as they call it, might actually make an appearance. Maybe, potentially.
Yeah, when Clover has a chance to stay alive in that back line, UNH is so much better at these team fights.
Yeah, I mean, it is harder on some of those like more open maps like Atlas, where they can be coming from every which direction. But again, this map is very narrow. There's not a lot of ways to get behind them, and even if there was, Knight and Jay Rayner are locking that side angle down, making sure no one can get a good angle, no one can abuse these really powerful defender-sided sight lines on attack. And then, you know, with great fight planning comes really decisive wins. We don't even need these ults, and that's the team play that we've been training for the past this after this semester. It'll be, wait, let me think. How long has this roster existed? Probably like a year and some change. So we're definitely comfortable with each other now. I'm so happy I get to watch and shoutcast them and cheer them on, because they were such a joy to play with, and hopefully we can close it out and take it home here.
The Clover on that life we were waiting to grapple him back in, manages to save Jay Rayner from getting obliterated on the middle maker there. UNH does make a lot of swaps here. They bring out the Ramatra, Kiriko, Bastion, and Lucio. The Reinhardt and the May are going to make an appearance for WPI. That's an interesting one. This Reinhardt's just getting obliterated by Big Warrior.
Yep, this is a
But the Pharah in the meantime.
tactic.
Oh, Pharmacy is going to make an appearance, but Blackout ends up taking down one there. Hopefully able to stop the
desperation
Mercy res, but unfortunately unable to. The Maywall there just gets obliterated by the point there. A good shield to keep the Bastion alive as he starts shredding down the Reinhardt. UNH sticking with the payload here.
Recognizing that the Reinhardt may hold literally on top of the cart, trying to hold as much time.
Trying to run that Mercy down. Good Suzu there to keep Big Warrior in good HP. They force out another lamp there. Going to quickly bust that down. The Reinhardt, an awkward little bit of angle there. Far up top there. He's kind of taking some good damage from the Bastion.
Problem is, Big Warrior's got a big bag of tricks.
And he's absolutely ripping that ult charge up as well. You could see a quick little Nemesis popping out here. Forces out the May Ice Cube as Knight picks up the kill onto that one there. Knight picks up a double there. Yeah, that May just had no chance there, even with that Baffle Lamp. Just going to run down the Mercy. And the... Oh, he's just going to pop ult and run down Bastion. This is the end for the game 5. UNH will walk away with the win.
Easy.
A quick little reverse sweep from UNH to walk away with it. It all started on that Atlas there map, going down 1-2 in the flashpoint, able to bring it back to 3-2. And from there on, it was pretty smooth sailing. Yeah, even with all of these extra plays there, good saves from WPI, but that grab from Big Warrior right there was just huge. Forces out that window, and they just couldn't do anything else. But that will be the end. Of course, everybody, thank you for attending. Skyler, the absolute goat of a co-host here.
I do my best.
And that will be all for this stream tonight.